This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we have a preview of this week's Second Friday in downtown Hazleton, plus an important announcement about Second Friday. Good evening and thanks for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Kara, and we start every edition of FYI with headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. PennDOT and the city of Hazleton are teaming up for what they are calling a pothole blitz. The colder than average winter has resulted in many roadways being plagued with the bumpy problem. According to PennDOT, this special blitz will run through April 17th and aims to address at least 80% of the potholes reported on state roads in the region. Meanwhile, the city of Hazleton announced that it will join with PennDOT and launch its own intensive pothole repair effort. The public is encouraged to report pothole locations on Hazleton City roads by calling 570-454-2418, or you can email dpw@hazletoncity.org to report pothole problems on state roads. Call 1-800-FIX-ROAD with specific location details. A Hanover Township man was charged yesterday following a month-long investigation by West Hazleton police. Luis Soto from Hanover Township was formally arrested yesterday and charged with 10 counts of sex offenses relating to molestation of 5 children. Police say that the crimes occurred between 2007 and 2011 when Soto lived in the borough of West Hazleton. Soto was arraigned in front of Magistrate James Dixon and given $150,000 straight bail. Unable to post it, Soto was lodged in Luzerne County Prison. Hazleton police are looking for 2 armed robbers who pulled a gun on a man yesterday and forced him to drive them to Klein Township. According to police, 2 Hispanic males pointed a gun at the victim near the 500 block of Alder Street yesterday between 4 and 4:30 p.m. They forced the victim back into his own vehicle and forced him to drive south on 309 into Klein Township, where they then left the vehicle, taking the car key with them. The victim was not injured. However, the 2 suspects did take money from him. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to call Hazleton Police by dialing 911. Hazleton Police are also investigating a fight. It happened yesterday just after 7:30 p.m. in the area of West 3rd and Church Streets in Hazleton. One person was taken to the hospital for injuries. No word on his condition. Police ask anyone who witnessed the fight to call them at 570-459-4940. Now it's time for our first interview segment. Lisa Sugar is ready to join us with a preview of Second Friday in downtown Hazleton.
Well, believe it or not, this Friday is already Second Friday, and that means it's time for a spring fling in downtown Hazleton, all part of the Second Friday initiative by the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, Power, and the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. And Krista Schneider is its executive director. Krista, this is really taken off very well, and now we have warm weather, so hopefully this will be really great.
It's supposed to rain, I hear, but even if it does rain, people should still come out because all these events are happening indoors this year, this time. So there's no reason not to come out, even if the weather is a little wet. The theme is home and garden, so we have the Y is hosting a gardening workshop, a container gardening workshop. The Hazleton Area Public Library is hosting a bee gardening workshop. So if you want to have think about, putting in new plants and that for pollinators, that's a good one to attend. We also have the Sage Exchange is hosting an interior designer. Her name is Linda Centuani, and she is going to be at the shop too for anybody that wants to come in and bring some design problems. Any ideas for paint or fabrics or just set up in the home, decorations and that sort of thing. Just bring pictures. She said just bring pictures, and that's happening from 5 to 7 at the shop 2 on Broad Street. We also have for the first time Grand Central is participating in this month's event, and they're having an outdoor grill cooking demonstration. So so anybody wants to think about buying a new grill but don't know really how to use it or how to cook with it, they're doing demonstrations there, and that'll be from 2 to 5 in the afternoon. The other exciting thing is we have a new business that's opening up downtown. It's called the Sage Exchange, and it's basically a new business dedicated to well, you guys do the promotions for.
Tamara is always on
Yeah.
with Janine. She does her segments here, and everybody
Right.
loves it.
And it's called What's the Sense?
Right.
Right. So Tamara is opening up her own shop. It's called the Sage Exchange. It's going to be right next door to the Dragonfly. And that day she's having basically like an open house exhibit where she's having a lot of her items, her repurposed, it's called Defunk Your Junk. So anybody who wants ideas on repurposing old objects or giving them new life, decorating with them and that, she's going to be open for that.
It is really nice to see that more and more businesses seem to be getting involved. So this has really become a positive thing for the downtown and really growing.
It's easy, you know, for a business, if they want to get involved, just to call me. I mean, Hazel Drugs is running a promotion this month, which is new. Like I said, Grand Central is new. We also have a new fabric and curtain design, custom-made fabric design shop opening, or that has opened up on Broad Street. And Arias Design and Decorations and Fabrics, and they're even open and participating in this event as well. So we're hopeful that we have a good turnout and that the weather's nice.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, I promised a big announcement regarding Second Friday, and here it is. This will be the last Second Friday in downtown Hazleton because starting in May, the event will be held on the first Friday of every month. Also remember, it is Autism Awareness Month, and several downtown Hazleton businesses are lighting it up blue for awareness, so be on the lookout for specials and information about that as well during this Second Friday. And another business in our area is doing its part to light it up blue and help raise money and awareness for autism. Because April, again, is National Autism Awareness Month, Friedman Electric in Hazleton is inviting people to like and share their Facebook page. Friedman's will give $1 for each like to their Facebook page for the entire month of April, up to $500. That money will be donated to Safe Supporting Autism and Families Everywhere, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping families living with autism. So be sure to go to Friedman Electric Lighting Design Center and like that page and share it on Facebook to help raise money and awareness for autism. Before we go to break, a reminder to pick up the Standard Speaker. They are our media partner. The Standard Speaker filled with information about your community. Well, coming up next on FYI, Lisa is back to tell us about an interesting task force being set up by PennDOT. And later in sports, we have a very special out of left field segment you will only see on FYI featuring Cunningham Crusher Russ Kanzler.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Welcome back. It's Care for Kids with Brandon's Forever Home, and I'm Lorene O'Gurkis. Shooting today again from Brandon's Forever Home. You can see the beautiful stained glass behind me. It's part of this beautiful 1907 Georgian that, through our founders, we were able to purchase for children in foster care. Not only are they being able to experience this beautiful house, but we had some great events this past month, such as the Harlem Globetrotters. We took over 50 children to see the Harlem Globetrotters, and they had the VIP experience. They were able to get on court and actually form a tunnel and shake the hands of the players as they were coming out. So it was a great day. It was great seeing all the children together with their families, foster families, adoptive families, letting people know that these children exist and they are living amongst us and are within our community. We also had PPW Wrestling with Holy Family. They're a huge supporter of Brandon's Forever Home. They give us ringside seats, and all the wrestlers come out and make it a big event for the kids. The kids love it. They look forward to it every month, and we also get some awareness out there. Again, we also have children who are saying, what is this about, and how come there are children in foster care? And so that I get asked lots of questions from children. So that's also, you know, a good reason why I'm out there, and that people see that there are children living amongst us who, unfortunately, through no fault of their own, are in a different circumstance. And we also had a great month because I did participate in plenty of adoptions. That's my one of my things that I love to do as an attorney. We volunteer our services free of charge to any family who is going to adopt a child from the foster care system. It's our benefit back to society, and to see that forever connection, that forever family being created and allowing us to be a part of it is divine. So thank you for supporting Brandon's Forever Home. You're helping me, helping children in need. They are here, they live among us, and together we can do great things. Thank you for joining me this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
We're expecting a rainy week here in the Hazleton area, and Mother Nature did not disappoint today. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, showers are likely. It's going to be cloudy with a low around 37-60% chance of showers. On the extended forecast, Wednesday, 60% chance of rain once again. Our high will be 45 degrees. Wednesday night, 40% chance of rain. The low will be 34. On Thursday, again, a 40% chance of rain. Our high will be 45 degrees. Thursday night, showers likely again, 70% chance, low of 41. Friday, another 70% chance of showers and a possible thunderstorm in the forecast. Our high will be 64 degrees as we start to heat up. Friday night, chance of showers 40%. The low will be 46 degrees. And then Saturday, it looks nice as the weather breaks. Partly sunny with a high near 59. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 38. Weather here on FYI is brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency. They have 2 locations to serve you, one on Sugarloaf Avenue in Cunningham and the other one is on Broad Street in Nescapec. You can call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683.
We are pleased to welcome back from PennDOT Mike Toludo, who is the Safety Press Officer for PennDOT. And Mike, you always are here to give us some very valuable information. This time we're talking about the Mature Driver Task Force. I was not even aware that there was such a task force. So tell us how this came about and what this is all about.
Well, the purpose of the Mature Driver Task Force is to educate mature drivers about the issues that affect them. And like we were talking before, 20% of Pennsylvania drivers are over 65. That's like 8.9 million drivers are over the age of 65. And then it said by 2020, it's going to be over 21%. So we really want to get out there and educate the people. It's a group of professionals that meet to have dealing with seniors. We meet every other month. It's open to anybody, the general public could come to the task force. We usually meet in Dunmore or sometimes in Luzerne County. We try to move it around. And what we've done so far, we attend health fairs throughout the year and give people the information about the different, how to tell a parent they can't drive or what rules they do. We also do a great program called CarFit, which it gives people a 20-question thing about their car to see if they fit in their car, if their wipers are working, their seatbelts properly installed, their distance between the steering wheel and their self, to see if the mirrors are working. There's a whole question that they fill out, and we do that periodically in the spring.
Well, Mike, what are the biggest concerns that this task force talks about when they do get together?
Well, we talk about senior driving issues. We try to talk about examples. Another big issue, too, is it's not DUI, it's a drug DUI. So we even try to go out to the senior centers, educate the people that medication they may be taking also affects their driving. So they may get pulled over, they could get pulled over for not a DUI, but a drug DUI. So they have to be very careful on the medication they take, too.
And I had asked you, is there ever a point where you have to get retested for your driver's license? You said PennDOT does it sporadically?
Well, I'm not sure the particulars of it, but we're going to have a workshop coming up in March or April in the spring to talk about, we're going to have some experts come up from Harrisburg and talk about the programs they do. I think they randomly pick so many a month to retest. So we're going to try to educate the physicians and the people in the area on this thing, so where they would be retested.
And if anyone out there is interested, they heard what you've been talking about, where can they get more information?
Well, they can always call the PennDOT office in Dunmore. My phone number is 570-963-3502, or they could just go to our PennDOT website and email us. It's a great program, I think, and also, too, AARP and AAA also offers programs where that you could take a test and they can get a discount on their insurance. So they get some additional training.
All right. Very good information that a lot of people might not be aware of. So this is dealing with the Mature Driver Task Force, which meets regularly. Mike, we hope you'll come back and keep us updated on this and all other aspects that affect driving in Pennsylvania.
Well, we'll come back because we're going to have other task force. We'll talk about our work zone safety one, our DUI task force, and even in the spring we'll talk about car seat and make sure the children are in the proper car seat.
All right, something to look forward to. Mike Toludo from PennDOT.
Going to start an FYI task force. I'm not sure what it's going to do yet, but it sounds cool. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pick 2, 4, 3, pick 3, 727, pick 4, 6192, and pick 5, 44624. Special out of left field segment after this break.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Cunningham native and current resident Russ Kanzler did not make the Philadelphia Phillies opening day roster, but he did make an impression on the fight in Phils during his time in big league camp this spring. He didn't make their decision easy and was with the team all the way to the final day of spring training at an exhibition game at Citizens Bank Park against Pittsburgh. Kanzler is ready for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs opening day game at home against Pawtucket on Thursday, and believe me, he's going to keep fighting to get back up playing with the Fightins.
He had a good showing in big league camp. He was one of the guys I was talking about, getting that opportunity to showcase what he can and can't do, and he made a name for himself there and put his name in the hat. So, I've always known Russ Kanzler can hit.
3-0, swung on and drilled in the air, left field and deep. Ortiz back at the track, at the wall. Forget about it, it's out of here.
And I've seen Russ for the last 4 years, and a big fan, obviously, of the way he goes about his business. So he'll be a nice addition here to the Iron Pigs, as a lot of them will. The quality of 6-year free agents that we signed this year is outstanding. Not to mention good character, good makeup, work ethic, but they're good players. And I think that, they're going to help us here in Lehigh, and hopefully they get the opportunity to help them in Philadelphia.
Russ Kanzler was at Citizens Bank Park in a Philadelphia Phillies uniform 2 days before opening day. He went 0 for 2 with a walk, 2 strikeouts, and a run scored in an exhibition game against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It was great to be a part of that clubhouse every day, to get a feel those last couple of days of being at Citizens Bank, being a part of those exhibitions, kind of seeing yourself in that big league uniform. So it was just a great experience, and that's all I wanted to do, is try to make their decision tough, and I think that's what I did.
Kanzler finished the spring playing 23 games with the Philadelphia Phillies. He had a .279 average, 4 runs batted in, and 1 home run.
How did spring go for you? I mean, how did you feel spring go for you? We obviously were watching. I get averages every day, but how did you feel?
Really good. I was very fortunate to get a lot of at bats, so that's always good to get yourself going. Worked really hard this offseason on my swing. Took probably more swings than I ever have in any offseason in the past, so that was good. That definitely showed, and I thought I made a pretty good impression.
What did you work on those last few days as you were kind of auditioning for those last few? What was something you really wanted to hammer home? What do you want to hammer home now?
Well, I think the role that I would have been in if I was there would be a guy off the bench, pinch hitting. So I was really trying to solidify my approach as a pinch hitter, just making sure when I did have at bats, I wasn't trying to do too much, just trying to square the ball up, because that's all you can really do in those situations. And that's a different approach when you're used to playing every day, and you get comfortable in the game and you have a feel for the game. When you get right in there in the 7th or 8th inning and you have a big at bat, you kind of have to control your emotions a little bit and just try to put the barrel on the ball.
Saturday night, after the game against the Pirates, news came out that Kanzler would start the season with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, the Phillies' AAA affiliate. So Kanzler's career takes him back to Coca-Cola Park, where he smashed a home run as a member of the Durham Bulls in his first at-bat in Pennsylvania since high school. Last year, he hit .286 for the Iron Pigs with 11 home runs, 34 runs batted in, and 20 doubles in 61 games. During a short break from that emotional roller coaster, Kanzler said he's happy to be in Allentown playing a game he loves.
Very last thing, the thing I thought of, and obviously you're moving on, ready to make the battle to get back to the Phillies. I thought of you, and everyone's like, Russ is such a good guy. I thought of the Allentown song, and I was like, it's hard to keep a good guy down. And I thought that's Russ Kanzler.
Absolutely. Right? Listen, this is in the scheme of life. There's a lot of things to be grateful for. You can make a bigger deal about making the big league club or not, but we're here. We have a great profession. I've been fortunate enough to do this. I think this is my 12th or 13th season now. So to be standing here and playing baseball, almost 30 years old, is truly a blessing. And you just have to keep that in perspective. And I think that's an important thing when you do return to AAA.
Kanzler also says his wife is due to have a baby any day now, and being in Allentown to start the season means he'll be closer to home. I can't believe what's about to happen here on FYI. We have baseball and softball scores for you. By the way, you can catch Out of Left Field here on SSPTV or SSPTV.com. Here's your varsity baseball scores. Hazleton area, they beat Crestwood in their season opener with a 7-5 victory over Crestwood. North Schuylkill, they beat Tamaqua in the Schuylkill League. In softball, the Lady Cougars got off on the right foot against Wyoming Valley West. Maria Trivalpiece was 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs. The Marion Phillies got a non-league victory over Pius X, and North Schuylkill beat Schuylkill Haven. The Lady Cougars are 3-0 in track and field with their latest win coming over Berwick. The Cougar boys, they completed the sweep against the Bulldogs. In tennis, MMI beat Hazleton area. Well, that's sports for this Tuesday. FYI, we'll be right back. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 72nd birthday to Helen Smith. This wish comes with love from your sister Molly, niece Mary Ellen, your family, and friends. In our Talk of the Town report, Surviving Together, the American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit Support Group is holding its first meeting of the year Thursday, April 9th at 6 p.m. at Perkins Family Restaurant. Topics will be peripheral neuropathy. All patients and families are encouraged to attend. For more information, please call 570-454-4598. And finally, the Anthracite Region Center for Independent Living, known as ARCEL, will be holding a presentation Thursday, April 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. in their community room. The topic will be what's out there after leaving school, with information on TRACE, Avenues, Job Corps, and CTC. For info, just call 570-455-9800. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Melanie Ann Yencho of drums. All services will be held privately and at the convenience of the family and under the direction of the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Alice S. Dokorski, formerly of West Hazleton. Services are private. Madeline Yanis of drums. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. And David Eric Stark, formerly of Hazleton. Memorial is set for April 13th at 10:30 a.m. in the St. Peter and Paul Lutheran Church. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Mark Dobash of Freeland. Mark, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
I'm about to sign off, but don't be sad. There's bonus content tonight on Facebook.com/FYI News 13. See more from my interview with Russ Kanzler. It's also your source for breaking news along with StandardSpeaker.com. We'll see you on Wednesday. Take it easy, everyone.